Nearly 9 out of 10 gay, lesbian, and bisexual students are bullied in school.
Believes he was beaten because he is gay.
He was being bullied.
Bullied and beaten for being gay.
Why do you focus on the hateful part of the Bible?
First time since this videotaped beating went public.
Where he had killed himself.
Jumped off the George Washington Bridge.
Jumping off the GW Bridge.
Take his own life.
Sorry.
Killed himself.
You want my son to change, but you don't want this bully to change.
It's accusing the district of being derelict in its duties to protect students.
What could have been done differently?
The school probably won't do much of anything.
All I kept asking myself was why? Why?
In everyone's life, they've been bullied in some way or another.
Bullying is everywhere, and kids, aren't the nicest.
It could be because you have red hair. It could be because you wear hand-me-down clothes. It could be because you didn't get the best grades. It could be because you got the best grades.
Everybody has been touched by this one way or another, whether it's parents, teachers, students.
And I think a lot more people would like to see that stop than would like to see it continue. And the people that like to see it stop, this is your opportunity to make a difference.
Love Is All You Need is a short film about bullying.
Just admit you're a rogue, bro.
However, there's something a little bit different about the film. The film depicts a world where gay is straight and straight is gay.
It's basically the story of Ashley, who as a young girl realizes that she may be different than the rest of her family.
I was 5 when I knew I wasn't like my family.
She realizes she's attracted to a flower boy, but that's not what her society is teaching her. And as she struggles against that, she can't help but who she is.
Sometimes I wonder that if I had just ignored how that flower boy made me feel, I could have turned out just like them. Normal.
What we realize is that this young kid is a symbol for, or a metaphor for any kid who is having thoughts that are, against the norm.
The use of that inversion of the social norm is really important and really elegant as a learning tool.
I wish Julia's part was for a girl.
It's taking traditional misbeliefs about bullying, misbeliefs about sex roles, and flipping them on their heads. And only by using this dystopian world could you have that experience.
Once the film hit the festival circuit and started getting some recognition, there was a tremendous outreach by schools talking about and asking about when it could be shown in a classroom and a teacher could shape a dialogue around it.
We need dialogue, we need education, we need to talk about these issues of standing up for those who oftentimes are victimized or stigmatized because of who they are.
This film allows us to be able to see those situations in a different light and hopefully make them better or take those just out of the picture completely.
I think this film is a teacher's dream. It is done like a feature film. It's engaging from the very first scene. And so because it is only about 20 minutes long, it gives the teacher a chance to build all kinds of other activities around it.
We're very excited to work with the filmmakers on this film because they want to work to make sure this film has things attached to it. So they have the lesson plans, discussion guides, the resources around the film that make it appropriate for our classroom settings.
Love Is All You Need was created to show why bullying creates such an impact on young people.
You queer. Smear the queer.
Why people are driven to a tragic end.
Do us all a favor, bro, and kill yourself.
The short film right now was made for the entertainment and the film festival circuit. However, if we're trying to hit a middle school, high school age range of students, the ending of what we have won't really work.
Why does everyone hate me?
You need to make sure that everything is in the positive light for youth, that they may be going through a horrible thing right now, but is there a possibility that it will get better?
I've been really fortunate to work with some of the top educators in the world in developing an alternate ending to this film, an alternate ending that will allow us to show this in every classroom across America.
It's time for people to start to do something. We've already talked to the schools, we already have distribution to get it out there. We just need this different ending.
We want to show that there is hope. And that's why in the alternate version, she realizes they'll win if she kills herself. And I think of Ashley as being at her most, she's a survivor.
In the end, we will now find Ashley, and she has realized that suicide is not the answer. And we flash back and we see that some of her bullies that we see through the film were actually bullied themselves. And that's such an important theme these days, is because most bullies are bullied themselves. It's a learned behavior. So by showing that and showing that to kids and going to the why did it happen to Ashley and showing her rising beyond it, it will create a hopefulness to kids that are maybe watching it and being bullied themselves.
So the reason that we're raising $20,000 right now is to fund the additional scene to Love Is All You Need. There's no reason anybody should ever feel like they have one ending in sight for them. This film is one step in the turn of an alternate ending. It's one step in the turn of making a difference in the younger generation.
There's a lot of fundraising that you see on the internet. There's a lot of fundraising in general. There's a lot of outcry and outreach for things that will help better society. Love Is All You Need is a film that's already standing on 2 feet, and it just needs a little extra boost to get it where it needs to be, and that is into schools.